Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Solana and I have just begun my anti-MLM content on here. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a more personal story because you guys, I asked over on my Instagram what you guys wanted and pretty much wanted me to talk a little bit more about my personal experiences. If you are new here, and you like this video, give it a subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, whatever, but thank you so much for supporting regardless. All right, so today I really want to talk to you a little bit about the impact that my MLM had on my actual life as a student. So I really wanted to talk about how, as a student, it was really difficult. It was really challenging to keep both going because they sell you the dream of you can do this in pockets of time. And if you watched my last video, I'll link up here. I was calling myself out, and in the videos when I was in my MLM, I was telling people how, you can work in pockets of time. I'm a university student and I can work between classes, but that was really false. And I just wanted to give you guys a real experience. When I started my MLM, I was actually in my second or third semester, and I was taking the full course load. So the maximum possible classes you can take are 5, which is insane at the university level. If you guys are in university, you know. But 5 classes. So I was super overwhelmed already. And not only was I taking 5 classes, I was working at Starbucks part-time as a barista, and I was working at an internship 1 day a week. So this MLM came to me at a time where I needed something that wasn't like Starbucks, but because at that time I was over working at Starbucks. I'd worked at Starbucks full time before I started university, and I was just over that. That's a whole other story. I wanted something that I didn't have to work at Starbucks, but I wanted to make an income because I don't want to just I'm the kind of person that I want to work. I want to make money. So when I joined the MLM, I joined under the pretenses that this would not take a lot of my time, and I wouldn't, have to put that much work into it, and I could still make a part-time income, just similarly to what I was doing when I was working at Starbucks. But that is that is the farthest thing from the truth. And when they tell you you can work in pockets of time, it is such a lie. And I'm going to say it, call it out as it is. It's a lie. Don't believe these people. I was under the impression that I was going to be able to work between my classes, and I had a very busy schedule. I was in school 4 days a week, 5 classes in 4 days, okay? I thought, oh yeah, I can do this between classes, I can do this, whatever. It is so false. It takes up so much of your time to be in an MLM. And once you get in it, you are bombarded with trainings every week. Not only just the initial training when you sign up, but the trainings every week. There's 3 calls a week that are each over an hour long. There's numerous things that you have to do. And I wanted to show you guys exactly what it was that we have to do every day according to the MLM I was in. And it's just so appalling because I was already so busy. So I'm going to tell you right away that my grades actually were affected by me being in an MLM. Because when I joined my MLM, I actually quit my job at Starbucks, and then I started doing the MLM, and I was still doing my internship once a week. So I was going to school 4 days a week, internship 1 day a week, and also trying to make an MLM work, which is not in pockets of time, let's be honest. And my grades deteriorated during this time because I could not focus on all 3 things. And the only time my grades got better is when I dropped thinking about the MLM. So I was in the MLM, yes, for 2.5 years, but there were times where I went MIA with it because I was I gotta focus on my school, gotta get this education, and that's when I actually have done well in school. So I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna take out my phone and I'm gonna put it up here, and I'm gonna show you what they expect you to do every single day. And you might have seen this before, but I just really want to talk about it because it is insane. So they have this saying, Beachbody, obviously I'm talking about Beachbody, has this thing called the Success Club Tracker, and Success Club, as I explained in my last video, is, just about points you get when you sign people up with challenge packs, not just regular signups only in signups with challenge packs do you get success club. So your goal every month is to get 3 people, which would be 6 success club points, because they say you should be getting 5 points, which is 3 people a month, and then you're in the club. Okay, so you need 5 minimum to get in the club. And this is what they tell you to do. So I will pull it up here so you guys can see it. So number 1 is be proof of the product. Okay, so workout and drink Shakeology, and then you have your Thursday to Wednesday, and they bring their weeks Thursday to Wednesday because payroll goes out on Thursday, so the cycle is Thursday to Wednesday. And so, okay, so every day you have to check off drinking your Shakeology and working out, and the workouts are anywhere between about 30 minutes and an hour, so you can expect every single day, 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to be working out, and your Shakeology, which, you know, is time to make and drink, so let's just give that another 20 minutes. Then the second step is connect, invite, and follow up. It says it takes an hour and 40 minutes, but that is the biggest BS I've ever seen. So it says initiate connections and add followers, 20 minutes, lives. To initiate any kind of connection, it takes more than 20 minutes. And finding followers, like, I don't know how these people find followers. Like, they just go, whatever. Like, it's not easy to just find anybody. Like, you can go and follow huge accounts, but just to follow, like, they tell you not to follow the big accounts. You need to find smaller accounts to follow. And then it says, do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or has a call to action, 10 minutes. I don't know in what world a post has ever taken me 10 minutes, because you have to take the picture, you have to edit the picture because it has to look pretty on your feed, because that's your storefront, as they call it. And then you have to write a big, long, or whatever, somewhat meaningful caption about how this has changed your life. So, you know, I've written posts about, like, oh my gosh, this helped me so much find my meaning and purpose, whatever BS I wrote at the time, but that usually takes way more than 10 minutes. And then it says update your social media story throughout the day, 3 minutes each post. But it's really telling you to document every single step of your day on your stories. So your daily life, workout clips, just workout clips in itself. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, you have to either film yourself while you're working out or pause and, like, take, you know, nice videos of you doing these moves and then, like, edit them and put them on your story, like, after you're done working out. That doesn't take 10 minutes, sorry. Product use, no brand name shown. Oh my gosh. You know why? Because they don't want you to go and Google it and then buy it without, you know, getting the commission, or they just don't want you to Google it and see the bad reviews and see anti-MLM content, but okay. And then healthy meal or meal prep. Okay, so that's saying that this should all take 3 minutes. Healthy, like, when you're meal prepping, it takes so much longer than that. Invitation or promote group poll to call to action. Oh yeah, you'll notice that all their polls are, like, never a no. It's always 2 yeses. And they're just trying to get you to engage on their story, which I think is great. Like, if you actually want to have, like, engagement with your followers, if you're not in an MLM, yeah, use polls, use questions. I think those are great. I use them. It helps me know what my following wants from me. But in an MLM, you can bet your ass it's because they're going to recruit you. And then recognition or shout out, which is just like you go in your challenge, your challengers or your clients or whatever, you find something inspiring and you say, oh my God, this girl's crushing it. You probably saw it on mine a lot. And then respond to all new likes, comments, or views. This should take 25 minutes. Like, hell to the no, that doesn't take 25 minutes. So you basically have to go and so you make your post, and then everybody that liked your post, you're supposed to go talk to these people that like, really, like, you know how many posts I like a day? It's not because I want to talk to the person, it's because I just like their picture. And then comments or views. Like, I can understand maybe engaging with people who commented and being like, thank you so much for your comment. But, like, why? Anyway. And views. Okay. And then invite. It says at least 5 people to join a challenge group or learn about coaching. Okay, honey, it's never 5. They tell you to invite about 50 to 100 a day. So that does not take 15 minutes. It doesn't take 15 minutes to invite 50 to 100 people. It says 5 here, but all of the uplines will tell you 5 will get you nowhere to invite 50 plus. Follow up with people you've invited, 15 minutes. So everyone that you've already invited who probably said no to you, go and harass them again to make sure that they really said no. Trust me, let's be honest. Most of them probably said no. And then it says get people results. contribute to your challenge group, recognize their achievement, and respond to questions from customers and coaching. Said this should only take 30 minutes, but that's never taken me 30 minutes. And do personal development. There's the one. Engage in personal development for 15 minutes. Okay, whatever. You get to choose how long you read for. And then my weekly business report, you're just supposed to see how many new followers you have, new challengers, new coaches, and how many success points. So this is saying it should only take like 2 hours about. Such a lie, because there's also at the top you'll see there's other team calls that you have to be on. So those take up a lot of time. And here I'll just show you this. This is like the little tracker system that they put up. So you can literally write down every single person you've contacted. So I wanted to show you that it's not realistic to work in little pockets of time. Like that's two or so hours minimum out of your day. But if you're not working all the time, you get pretty much shamed like it's happened, because they tell you if you're not making it work, it's your fault, when actually it's 99% of people aren't making it work. So whose fault is that? I remember being in my team groups and they'd be pushing for like a new ranking. So it'd be like push for emerald or push for diamond. And Wednesday night before the ranking happens, because up rankings happen on Thursdays. So the Wednesday night, everyone's pushing to like hit this before midnight. So everyone's just like up and they're like, you should stay up for as long as it takes to hit your rank before midnight on Wednesday. And I was like, no, I have school tomorrow. So no thanks. My education's more important. And I never liked that kind of hustle. Like, I don't think you should be sleep deprived because you want to hit a rank. I think you can't be preaching a healthy lifestyle and then also telling people to deprive themselves of sleep, because, sorry, what is one of the most important things about a healthy lifestyle? Sleep. Yeah. So you can't be a health and fitness coach and then tell people don't sleep because your rank is more important. You're a health coach, or you're a health coach. Pretty sure sleep is an essential thing. It's just as important as anything. Like, it's one of the most important things. So I never, ever, ever resonated with that. I'm like, girl, no, I need my sleep. I am like a solid sleeper. I need minimum 8 hours. You are not telling me to deprive myself of my sleep, and I have exams, so bye. And I just did give you guys an example. This is one of my semesters, so I like to like color code things and make things pretty, and just kind of, when I was in 5 classes, I just like didn't know how to handle it. So I had to be very organized with my time. So this is just, I'm going to show you like a Snapchat I took of my final schedule. So this was between November 19th and December 14th, so less than a month, all of the stuff I had to do when I was doing 5 classes. And this is when I was taking like fairly easy classes. Like, these were like my lower level classes. By the end of my MLM experience, I was in my higher level classes, which are way more demanding, and my grades really were affected when I put the MLM in the forefront of my life. And I think it's important to talk about that, because a lot of university students are brought into this under the pretenses that they can make it work with their busy schedules, but it's just not true. It's not true. The semester I did the worst was when I was putting my all into my MLM. And the semesters I've done the best are the times that I said, I'm going to put Beachbody on the back burner and focus on school. And that's the semesters that I've exceeded my own expectations. You know, I'm not saying grades are everything. Grades are really important, and I don't think you should stress yourself out over like being perfect. But at the same time, this was clearly hindering my progress in school. And what's more important, my degree is more important right now. It's so false that you can make this work in pockets of time in your busy schedule, because we can't do everything. And I'm just going to put it out there. My internship I've been doing for 3 years, and I only work 1 day a week, okay? And I made more in 1 month of my internship than I did in a whole year with Beachbody. 1 month working once a week, I made more than I made in an entire year in Beachbody, and I put in so much more time into Beachbody. I used to live right next to my school, and I would run home, I would do like some training, and I would go back to school, and then I would go back home, and then I would do some Beachbody stuff, do my workout, do whatever, then go back to school. Honestly, I wore myself out. It was so unhealthy. It was so bad. And I struggled. That was the only semester, the semester that I put my everything into my MLM, I actually failed a class. Okay, that has never happened to me in university until then. And it's fine. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It happened. I probably had a lot on my plate, but being in Beachbody did not help. It was one extra thing that I didn't need at the time. And when that happened, I said, okay, I need to tune it back on this MLM and I need to just focus on school. And the past 2 semesters that I put MLM on the back burner, I did very well in school because I had the time to focus and I wasn't feeling pressured, because instead of putting my priorities in a call that was the same every single week, going on at 9 p.m. on whatever day of the week I would study or go to bed. Because oftentimes I'm in the East, a lot of my uplines in the West Coast, they would have evening team calls, which were much later at my time. And I was like, I'm not staying up to have a team call at 10 p.m. I go to bed. I go to bed early. I'm not sacrificing my sleep. I'm not sacrificing my time with my husband, and I'm not sacrificing my studies for this. So I stopped going on the team calls. I stopped prioritizing team calls on the weekend, during the week, all the time. And I was able to focus on school. So this was more of like a personal thing. I wanted to let you guys know in case you are a university student or a future university student or whatever, and you want to join, you were potentially, wanting to join an MLM, or you were wondering how it actually is for university students or college students or whatever in MLMs. This is how it is. You lose time to actually do your studies, to actually do well in your classes, because your brain is so focused on your MLM. Everything in your schedule revolves around the MLM, even though they tell you it could be part-time, it could be in pockets of time. They make you sleep, breathe, eat this MLM all day, every day, 24/7. And if you're not ranking because you're busy, because you're a student, it's your fault, not the MLM's fault. So I just want you guys to know that. Remember that if you are thinking of joining one. And if you've gotten out, good for you. I know it's really hard to speak about it. And so I wanted to share my personal thoughts. If you guys have any crazy MLM horror stories, or you were a university student and you had a similar experience in an MLM, let me know. I would love to hear your story. And I just want to say thank you so much to all the new followers I've gained on this page, all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I will see you guys in a couple of days for the next video.